got some nice pictures coming your way from the conference center.
Okay, before you come up with the pictures, let me look at this before. We look at the stories and scroll up. Okay, so we have Daily Graphic, front page, mad rush for Anas video, and says they are supposed to be custodians, blah, 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 of the law and all that, and Justice Derry withdraw motion against Anas, and cop shot dead at fuel station in Ho. A policeman attached to the rapid deployment force at the Volta Regional Police Command has been shot dead at a fuel station in Ho. Which fuel station? Oh, very sad incident there. We also have Daily Guide, judges bribe video shocks. And viewers were gripped with awe and disappointment at the Accra International Conference Center Tuesday evening when Anas Aremeyaw Anas, an investigative journalist, screened the video recordings of how some judges stooped so low to take bribes. Clear contempt, Daily Guide. Are in trouble. Trouble, trouble, trouble.
Are they going to charge every single person in there?
They are in trouble. Robbers gunned down cop, and we know again the story about the policeman who was gunned down in the Volta Regional Capital Hall. We have on the front page of the Finder, 12 MPs, one government. That's 12 members of parliament and 2 civil society groups have said restrictions on the expansion of oil and gas facilities at the Takoradi port until Longrow has recovered all of its investment in the Chabo Freeport and made enough profit to collapse sport and related businesses in the Sekondi Takoradi metropolis and also worsen the already bad unemployment situation in the area. President unveils 4 helicopters today to patrol gas pipelines. I think that's a good initiative by government. Good initiative. Good initiative. Front page of the Today newspaper. Alote Jacob slams MPs, sitting MPs of Parliament from the Central Region, have incurred the wrath of the regional National Democratic Congress chairman, Benjamin Alote Jacobs, for boycotting the president's inauguration of the inauguration of the president, for boycotting the president's inauguration of the Atamils Community Senior High School at Ekumfi Etuam last week. Persons with disabilities go wild, demand share of common fund, and talks about the Ghana Federation of Disabled branch in the North Town district of the Volta region, angry at the District Assembly for refusing to allocate part of the 2% per annum share of the District Assembly's common fund to support activities of persons living with disabilities in the area. On the front page of the General Telegraph, investigate premixed fuel supplies to fishermen, and that's coming from the Minister of Fisheries and Agriculture, Sharaiti, asking the newly reconstituted members of the National Premixed Fuel Committee to conduct a technical audit into the operations of London beaches. We also have Anas cleared to show judicial bribery scandal video, and those are the stories we're looking at on all the front pages. Okay, so that's it.
Okay, I will take you back to myjoyonline.com, Roland. It's all about the video yesterday.
Correct news or mischief?
Oh, no. This is proper news. Right. I'm not saying anything that is not here, captured here online. So this is gasp outrage as video on corrupt judges leaves viewers dumbfounded. And this is the first picture that I will show you. Ghana in the eyes of God. Here we go. So evidence of the extent of corruption at the judiciary was barred yesterday at the Accra International Conference Center after the much-hyped documentary on judicial corruption was premiered. It was more like to show or not to show. Eventually, it happened. And here are some people, you know, seated. You got some people tweeting and Facebooking everything that was happening on the day. I've got some more pictures at City FM online, and I'll tell you what lawyers for one of the judges is saying. Everyone who saw Anas's video in contempt of court, that's what Indebugri is saying. But you see here that some people were screened as they enter the conference center. And then you see the lawyer right here who says everybody who saw the video yesterday is in contempt. I don't know how they're going to handle that. But this is how people so badly wanted to watch that video. That's a picture taken from the conference center. Still people queuing to want to get into the center. to go and see the video. Now, where do we go from here? So we've seen it. So what? That's a big question that I'm asking. But if you saw it, what do you think about what you saw? You can go to our Facebook page, Joy News on TV, and then let us know what you're thinking. Let me move on though and go to the Ghana News Agency website and bring you the story. Prosecution in the case of Gregory Afoko and Musa Issa, who are being held for allegedly pouring acid on the late Upper East Regional Chairman of the NPP. Mr. Adams Mahama says the police has completed its investigation. So according to Superintendent of Police, Mr. Francis Barr, the prosecutor, they are yet to send a duplicate docket to the Office of the Attorney General for advice. Okay, but that's good, because if they say they've completed their investigations, then it means we're moving forward on that case. Details of that, I'm sure, will be coming out later today and in subsequent days. I'll go to the BBC website and bring you an update on the Burkina Faso situation. And this one says Burkina Faso's coup leader has defied an ultimatum to step down, saying his forces will retaliate if attacked. Army chiefs had given General Gilbert Diendere a certain deadline to surrender or face an assault. The army has ordered anti-coup protesters in the capital, Ouagadougou, to return home amid fears of fighting. Just yesterday, we thought this whole thing was coming to an end, Roland, because the person who led the coup had almost sort of given up and had said that he would leave for civilian to take over. Only, to wake up today, and this is where we are. He's not given up yet. Amazing. Oh,
he's not given up yet, but I think ultimately you have no alternative than to in the long run. They also need some assurances that, well, despite all the things that they did, they would not be in some difficulty of breaching constitutional clauses, because at the end of the day, you're also handing over back to the civilian government you definitely overthrew.
Roland, what do you do to get what would you do to get another job?
What would I do?
Yes.
Go and look for another one.
Okay. Here's how somebody got an anchoring job on television. Watch this space. A 21-year-old student was hoping for a reporting job on an Albanian TV station, and it seems her weird interview approach worked, because she landed an anchor role after performing a screen test for a news channel in Albania by auditioning with her blouse completely undone.
That's weird.
Why are you looking? Okay, so wearing a cream blouse, the woman sat with the whole front just open like that as she practiced her news slot. And after her bizarre performance, she managed to walk away with the job. And that's her. This is how she did it. Definitely not in Ghana. Unless, you're auditioning for like a movie role or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reminds me of the internet channel that broadcasts nude. News. They do news nude.
Yeah. Who wants to watch that? Only men, I tell you. Okay, so on that weird
You never
note,
know some women to want to watch.
On that weird
You never know. It's only about men.
Okay. All right, so this is it. We're not saying go out naked and go and look for a job. They will just watch for free and not give you the job. It will be more embarrassing.
But there's one thing to do. I don't know whether you can get onto the BBC 4 Hours. I guess the science page.
Is it the Happy Birthday?
No. It's
Okay.
when you get to the science page, it talks about how scientists now, they've been able to experiment with metals that for any object they have, that object can change itself into another form. All right, so that's what it means.
Okay, I don't know.
It reminds me of the film Transformers. Yeah, I was just, when I was listening to the news this morning, I was just imagining that.
Okay, I'm on the page, but I'll look for it and we'll share it together, because I don't know what Roland is saying right now. So we'll get into the details of it.
Well, don't worry.
Yeah,
I've got all the filler.
So you educate us on that.
Well.
We've got sports coming your way, though. Please do stay with us.
We'll be right back.